Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer. And this isn't Supercross, it's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak. And Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday! Be there!
Oh! What up, everybody? Welcome to the episode of Fishy Hour. I'm sorry. I forgot to load the sounds from the show, and it took a while for the computer to load the show sounds. There we go. Welcome. We are here. We are live, chilling. No Brian today. He's out doing family stuff. Got to give the guy a day off. And I have some announcements for you guys today. A really big announcement, especially for Spotty Bowl. And yeah, it's going to be a good episode. We're going to just hang out, talk about life, fishing, and the pursuit of happiness. I don't know. All right. First order of business, round of applause from the live studio audience for the first comment of the day and reclaiming his throne as the first commenter of the day. Mr. Peter 86 in the house. What up, Peter? Good to see you in here. I'm going to give Doug Ruben El Sueño in the house. We're going to give him a round of applause from the live studio audience for being the first like of the evening. Come in here, hit that like button, and after you hit that like button, type bit in the chat so I know that you hit the like button. All right. Also, shout out, round of applause for Leonard. What up, Leonard? Good to see you in here. Captain Dan 42320. Pineapple pizza, no. Carl Black in the house. What up, Carl? Let's go, Carl. 1v1 me, Nightbot. That's hilarious. Doug Rubin says big bluefin tuna close to home. Oh, today. There we go. 208 pounds at the Marlin Club. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw Scotty's post over at Brothers Sport Fishing. They got some good tuna as well. Let me see if I can bring that up for later. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, it's not even there. Oh, I messed up on it. Dang it. This might be old. Anyway, yeah, a lot of good fishing happening right now. I haven't been fishing that much, but let's keep the shout outs going. Also, round of applause from the live studio audience for, I see Stephen Gage in the house. What up, Stephen Gage? Good to see you in here. I see Ken, the fishing. What up, Ken? Good to see you in here. I see the judge, Eric, the judge, leaving it in the house Saturday after my Spotty Bowl session. Does anyone want to hop on the boat for the last couple of hours? Oh, that's nice. There you go. If you haven't had the opportunity to fish on a boat yet, jump on. Take advantage. Judge is offering a spot. Go do it. If you have the time, get on there and get some spotty fishing coaching. Dario, what up, Dario? Good to see you in here. It's been a while. Dario, let's talk about the Spotty Bowl sound setup for July 20th. I hope you're not busy that weekend. You probably are, but let's talk. Hit me up text me. I'll text you tonight or tomorrow. We need to talk. Let's see. We got It's in the house. What up? It's good to see you in here. What's up, boys? Jared Brackton in the house. What up, Jared? Good to see you in here. Hope all is well. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button on the way in. Let's get into business and do the second order of business, which is Pop Top. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best Pop Top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate this Pop Top. Oh, let me lower the music. I got the stevia. I got the stevia, not sponsored. Cream soda flavor. I've been waiting all day for that. Delicious. All right, let's do some announcements. What's going on in the community? What's going on in town? Before I forget, now that I'm remembering, I have a message here from Bruce. Bruce, thanks for sending me these little updates because it helps to keep the community informed and together. Okay, so as you guys know, Kevin, or DJ Thrills, as some of you guys might know him, he runs Shore Pounders, and Shore Pounders used to get a lot of their traffic from ST Fishing, but ST Fishing is now out of commission. The website is not around anymore. But he's still doing Shore Pounders, which is awesome. They have a Shore Pounders forum. They have a Shore Pounders Discord. Hit up Bruce or hit up DJ Thrills, and you can get a link to join their Discord. But they're doing, signups for Shore Pounders Summer Long event have opened. One for the surf and one for the bays, and a species challenge. If you want to announce, that's it. So hit up Shore Pounders. I don't think they have a perpetual link we can use, but a good way to go about it would be to reach out to DJ Thrills, maybe even Bruce. So Captain Adobo or Adobo in our Discord. Just hit him up on a DM. Say, hey, can you add me to the Shore Pounders group, the Shore Pounders Discord. I think I'm in there as well, actually. So I might be able to give you a link as well too. In there? Pretty sure I am. Give me a second. Just make sure. Mutual server. There it is. I am in there, so I can even send you a link. So Shore Pounders on Discord, so you can participate in the summer long, like a tournament. Okay, mostly from shore, of course, Shore Pounders. But yeah, it's a good group of guys. If you didn't get enough with Spotty Bowl and you want to continue your tournamenting, sign up for Spotty Bowl. It's a cool setup, cool tournament. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Salty, for putting a Discord link in there for Shore Pounders. Okay, so they're starting soon. The signups are open, so go check it out. Ask questions and support. Participate. So it's really good. All right, I have a couple more announcements, just follow-ups on the stuff we're doing here at the MMFC, the Mad Max Fishing Club. What up, Arnie? Good to see you in here. What's up, Salty? Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for dropping that link in there too. Okay, so for June 22nd, we're gonna go party at is it called Barona Raceway? Or yeah, the Barona Raceway. And we're gonna go to the Barona Raceway. We're gonna go watch some dirt track racing. It's a pretty fun event. Like I've said before, it reminds me of going to my high school football games. We're just kind of hanging out with your friends and eating snacks from the snack bar and watching random sports. But you're watching lawnmower races. Yes, lawnmower races are part of the event. The way it works, I've been there once now, so I know kind of how it works. You show up, and they come out with these tiny little shoebox cars. They're about 4 feet long, maybe 3 feet tall, and there's little kids driving these little cars, and it's hilarious. But they don't do the full size of the track, but they do like a inner track, and they do full throttle racing. It's pretty cool. They do their like 5 or 6 laps, and then they're drifting like crazy around the little corners. It's really awesome. And then they go one level higher than that. At least the time I went. Slightly older kids, right? Like maybe teenagers or young adults, however you want to call them. And then they go into like the lawnmower racing, which is crazy. And the judge sponsors a lawnmower, so we root for the judge's guy. The Ramona Automotive lawnmower sponsor. We should you need to get you need to get a logo, Judge, so you can put the logo on the lawnmower. That'd be awesome. Okay, and then they bring in like modified like Civics, not Civics, but like I think I even saw an Integra, but they bring in these modified cars, and it's so fun. It just like they have roll cages and stuff, and it works, and they drift those things around the track, but they go to the bigger track now, and they bring like bigger cars like V8s and like I guess 6-cylinder vehicles, and I don't know all the different class names, right? All I know is that the heats are fast, and the dirt flies, and it's loud, and it smells like gasoline, and it's freaking awesome. Okay, and on top of that, you're sitting on the bleachers with the crowd, and sometimes they wipe out, they'll crash. You know, it's pretty crazy. It sucks if they crash, but still, it's part of racing, right? And then also you have, like I mentioned before, you know, I'm a food guy, the snack bar, let's go. And you get all the random stuff you would expect from a snack bar. My kids love it. So anyway, it's gonna be a fun event and to hang out with the guys. And what me and my kids like to do is we like to say like, all right, pick who you think is gonna win. And then whoever wins gets to pick last on the next race. And the races are fast. They're like constantly going. Like 4 or 5 laps depending on like the class. But yeah, it's a fun event. So that's gonna happen June 22nd, Barona Raceway, and it's like $20 to get in or something like that. It's worth it. All right, you could bring your own water, bring your own snacks, I think too. So if you want to bring a sandwich, bring a sandwich. All right. I'll save this announcement. Well, just a reminder that July 20th is a Spotty Bowl Finals, Spotty Bowl Awards ceremony. Okay, and we've been going back and forth on trying to figure out where we're gonna host the Spotty Bowl Awards. But breaking news, this just in, stop the presses. We have secured the location for the Spotty Bowl Awards / results celebration. Okay. Huge thanks to. I'll put this up on the screen real quick. Huge thanks to there it is. Fast Lane Kayaks and Dana Landing Fuel Dock and Concession Store. They have allowed us to host the 2024 Spotty Bowl results celebration on their property, which is fantastic. And well, we're gonna be sitting here. If you see this picture here, this is the Dana Landing boat ramp. This is the fuel dock, and this is the Dana Landing Market. You know what the market is. If you're fishing kayaks, you know where the market is, right? It's that little shop that gets everything you need right before you hit the water, right? You get your licenses there. You get your Mexican fishing licenses there. If you're gonna fish with a friend out in Mexico, you can get some swag. And you can get, of course, fishing tackle and food and sandwiches. The sandwiches are amazing. Snacks galore. We hit that spot right before I go out with the kids. And also, you can even rent skiffs from there, too. So it's a very conveniently set up place. On top of that, what I like to do is I like to launch from here when I fish Mission Bay because sometimes, you know, I want to pick up a little extra stuff for my kayak. And Fast Lane is right there across the way. I'm trying to find a better picture where you can see it. Anyway, if you've been in the area, you know where it's at. So we're gonna set up in between the two buildings a little patch of grass, and we'll have some benches, and we'll have the PA set up there, and we're gonna do the awards there at the facility. There's a ton of parking over here, right? It'll be Saturday, July 20th, and I'm super stoked, man. I really feel like Spotty Bowl has grown and come into its own. Like it's all grown up. It's all grown up. We're all grown up. We're all grown up. It's awesome. Yeah. Dana Landing by the secret spot. That's exactly right there. It's Oh gosh, Arnie, when I buy a big property and I set up Man Land, we will have MMFC award ceremonies and MMFC club meetings at Man Land. Or I'll have archery, axe throwing, gun range, you know, all the stuff a man needs. Roman land, yes, Roman land. I like that, Arnie. You guys who significance of July 20th, you youngins won't know history. Oh, that's a good question, Arnie. I don't know. Tell us. That's a good one. I'll be there even though I didn't get to participate because I don't. No, it's not a. You don't have to be in Spotty Bowl to show up. Okay. So we're figuring out the food situation. We don't want it to get too complicated. We might just do some appetizers, but we're looking at having somebody show up and do the appetizers. So I already have someone in mind, and we're organizing those details. But the hardest part was getting the place right. We were gonna do the same place we did last year, but unfortunately we didn't get the permit in time, and it was already reserved by somebody else. But it kind of, you know, we basically Fastlane bailed us out here because we're gonna do it in a different spot, just at an open area of the park. But this is a lot better because we're in the zone, right? This is like everybody knows where this place is at, and who better to do it with than the people that we interact with almost all the time when we go fishing, right? And that's the Dana Field Dock and Fastlane. So, I mean, we are. This is like the community, right? They're part of the community because they, you know, we support them as a business, and they support us in our hobby / career for some of you guys, because some of you guys are gonna get paid. Jeez. All right. So that's a big announcement for today, is that we've officially found a location to host the Spotty Bowl results, and I can't think of a better place because it's right there on the water. Everybody knows where it's at, and wow, just cool. Roman messaged me on Discord about food. Oh, let's go, Steven. I will message you, Steven, for sure. For sure. We have something in the works, but we'll see. I'd love to hear from you. See what we can do. Yeah, it's cool. So I feel fortunate that we are. I feel like Spotty Bowl has finally like arrived at this point. You know, like we made it through the resistance of starting out. You know, and a lot of this, I would say the hardest part of this is what the judge does, guys. So I know we always thank Judge, but we do it because he deserves it. If a judge didn't suggest we do this tournament, and on top of that, if Judge didn't commit to all the time and effort he puts into judging, and I know he does a lot, and also Brian helping him out with judging and getting the shows, getting the results shows ready. Guys, I show up and I try to host it, and I try to make things fun, and I try to rush things along so we're not here for 3 hours. But these guys do a ton of work. So again, wouldn't be happening without these guys. Super proud of them, and we're doing a lot for basically about 3 people. Okay, we're doing a lot. We're punching heavy for our weight class, I guess you could say, except for Judge. Got him. we hit hard for our weight class. So even if you didn't participate in Spotty Bowl, I want you to show up. I want you to support these vendors, and also I want you to support all the sponsors for Spotty Bowl. This year we had great sponsors, so we'll be thanking all the sponsors live there during the event. So if you have if you want to just meet some of the sponsors, a lot of the guys will be there, right? So show up, be happy, enjoy, celebrate with everybody, and it's gonna be a good Saturday. The weather's hopefully the weather's good. I'm gonna knock on wood. If not, who cares? It's gonna be a blast. Okay, we'll be out there in umbrellas, whatever. Okay. Anyway, so looking forward to it. It's gonna be a blast, and it's coming together. It's coming together. I think. Have you guys seen the belts? Oh my God! Hold on a second. I bookmarked this so I can show you guys. I'm just gonna kind of back up so I can see from the beginning. Give me a second. There we go. There it is. Right there. I can't play the music, but he's playing "We Are the Champions" from the Queen. But these are the belts, and Todd has finally completed these belts. Not finally. I'm saying because he can take as much time as he needs, and he actually finished them early. What I'm saying is, it's nice to see the final form of these belts. They look amazing. And like I told Todd I sent him a message. I was like, Todd, I love all the belts he's done so far in Spotty Bowl, and they're all great. But every year he outdoes himself. These belts look amazing. Like anybody would be proud to wear these. And not only are the belts amazing pieces of art in and of themselves, but if you can earn one of these, what they represent is also amazing, right? Because it's one thing to just buy a nice belt, but to earn a belt like this, right? It's worthy, you know. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, so anyway, that was the announcements. I have one more announcement after this, I think. ToddBurtonArt.com. Okay, that's where you go check out Todd's work. Let me see some of these chats. Go through some of these chats real quick. Of course, I'll show up. Yes, perfect. Unless it's stunt double rage. Oh my gosh. Spotty special on the Bassmaster Elite Tour next. Oh yeah. Oh, imagine. Yeah, Richie, those are so nice. Yeah, Todd is really talented. The belts get better each year. Yeah. Stunk double. Get a few out there. Oh, there you go. All the stock. I need that in my life. Thanks. Cool. Very cool. All right. So another announcement we have here. I have one more announcement about the Spotty Bowl results event. Okay. So, as you guys know, Brian and I always joke about this giant surfboard. Not surfboard. It's like this giant inflatable 4-person paddleboard, or it's like a Hobie board. They call it the Fiesta. Okay. I don't even know if it's. Yeah, it's got to be a Hobie product because it uses the Hobie drives. It has 4 Hobie drives in it, and let me see if I can find a picture of this thing. This thing is amazing. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, I'll bring it up real quick. So here's Ron and his son and his grandkids, I think, on this thing. Look at this thing. It's 4 chairs. That is a Hobie product. So it is 4 chairs, the Fiesta, and 4 drives. Okay. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we're gonna have a special event that's limited to only 5 teams of 4 people. Okay, I need you guys to get together with 3 other people, to get into a group of 4 people, come up with a team name, and direct message me through Discord with your team name and your 4 participants. Okay, you need to be able to make it to the July 20th Spotty Bowl ceremony / awards. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna time each team. They're gonna set up a course, and they're gonna time the teams to go around this course and back. Whoever has whoever participates will be put into a drawing for a prize, and whoever wins will win a prize. Okay, we haven't determined what the prices are gonna be yet, but it's fascinating. Those guys are awesome. So anyway, it's gonna be a little on the water time, a little distraction just to make things fun. Nothing too crazy. Okay, 5 teams is the limit. Okay, so we have 5 teams of 4 people. Okay, once you get together with your group of friends that you know they're gonna make it to the event, send me a direct message over Discord with your team name and your 4 participants. Okay. So I can tell Ron, and we'll have a list of people ready to go. And then when the event starts, you guys can do your races, and then we can announce the winners during the ceremony. Okay, it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun. So anyway, that's another thing that we're doing over at for the awards. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a blast. Okay. All right. So final announcement. 30 minutes in. Final announcement is July 27th. July 27th. We're going to do the MMFC Armada. We're going to get anybody that wants to do this that has a boat can participate. Basically, we're going to I guess carpool, boat pool, Armada. We're going to take and launch the boats at Dana Point. Okay, Dana Point. Yeah, exactly. Hot lap with the boys. Let's go, Carl. Hot lap with the boys. Hot lap on the fiesta. Hot lap on the fiesta. I have a bass boat. Nice. And so if your boat is capable of making the crossing from Dana Point to the Catalina Islands, and you want to host some club members or other people that are part of our group, let me know that you can go, first of all, and how many spots you have available. If you have a boat that can do 4 people and you just want to take 2 people, just say I have 2 spots, right? And then we'll get organized and bring some ice, give your boat captain some cash for gas, split the gas at least. But it's a good opportunity for somebody that doesn't have a boat to get on a boat. And if you already have a boat, it's a good opportunity to try out some potential future boat buddies. Maybe you hit it off with somebody on your boat, and you have them on your boat regularly now, right? You'll get basically you'll find a new potential crew for your boat. Mothership kayaks to Catalina, dude, that would be so sick. Yeah, Dave and Elsie, yeah, mothership trip to Catalina, that would be fantastic. We discussed it before, but it's so difficult to take kayaks like that. We would need either a really big boat that could take a bunch of kayaks, or something we could tow. We could tow something that has like a bunch. Go to Catalina Island on the fiesta. Let's go. You probably could make it, unless the wind picked up. I mean, but you have 4 people with paddle drives going at it. Might be doable. Seen them people take jet skis out to the islands, but they get stranded. Yeah. Because if you go to the islands, you'd have to stop at Avalon and get some and refuel, I think, possibly. Take the crossing on the hot tub pontoon. Let's go. Oh my gosh. That's great. That's great. So those are the announcements I remember. I feel like I'm forgetting one thing, guys, as far as announcements goes. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Anyway, I'll remind you guys next week if I remember what it was. But yeah, that is the announcements. If you guys have any questions, throw it in the chat, and we can talk about those questions. Ooh, I almost spilled my drink. All right, a little catch up. My hand is doing great. I'm back in jiu-jitsu. I got a couple submissions today. Got a couple submissions Monday. So I'm almost 100% back. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. Oh yeah, our keto / intermittent fasting diet group been doing good. I see you guys out there losing weight. I need to tally up the scores for today. Wednesdays are weigh-ins. So if you if you want to learn about if you just want to be in a group with a bunch of people trying to lose weight, we're not gonna judge you. We're just a little accountability, you know. Like you put it out there. You say you're gonna try to lose weight, and you check in every Wednesday. And if you didn't lose weight, you know, you kind of feel a little bit of pressure to do something about it, right? But not in a negative way. So we've been losing weight. Our goal, I set a goal for the group to lose 100 pounds total by the end of the year. We could do that, okay? Especially if more people join in and lose a couple of pounds, right? So it's good. It's been going pretty well. Let's see some of these comments. Just don't punch walls. Just don't punch any walls. Jeez. Announce. Oh yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was the one I was forgetting. Okay. So the Squidco meetup is on this Saturday. Okay. That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was. Okay. So Squidco, one of our local tackle shops here. Really cool shop. The staff there is amazing. They will sit there and talk to you about whatever you have questions about. They're really good. They are having an event. Is it this Saturday? Yeah, I think it's this Saturday. And can you tell us a little bit more about it? I know you sent me you know what? Maybe you sent me the message. Let me look it up in my message real quick. Yeah, if you want to just type it up here, because Dave Rage, I've been taking walks consistently last 3 weeks. Oh, dude, there you go. Only missed 2 days. Yeah. What up, Roy? Thanks for tuning in. Shout out, Roy. Yeah. So basically, in this group, we're not trying to like become bodybuilders, right? But we still call it the MMFC Jacked Club. But little things, right? We didn't gain weight all at once. We gained weight by making small little poor decisions throughout our life, and they add up to, you know, slower metabolism and a little weight gain. So we try to fix that by making a small change in your situation and trying to repeat that small change, hopefully for the better, to reverse some of the effects of gaining weight. You know, and as you lose weight, you start to feel better, and can be more active. And then if you can be more active, then you start losing even more weight. It's like a snowball effect, but it's like a snowball effect going in the right direction. All right, Arnie says, let's see what he said. I've been cheating with doctor's help. No, there's no such thing as cheating, Arnie. When it comes to weight loss, if you can do it, any way you can do it, get it done, right? Because it'll be like, I feel like I've lost like 20 pounds since we started the challenge. And dang, dude, I'm telling you, I can feel my joints are happier. If that's even something you can say. My joints are happier because it's like 20 less pounds. And that's for me, 20 pounds is a lot, but it's just 20 pounds. And I feel a difference in my like, just like walking around. Right. So Arnie, if you went from 315 to 288, dude, you must feel amazing. Right. And think how much better you're going to feel once you get like even lower. Okay. So it's not cheating. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. And if doctor approves, keep doing it. That's fantastic. Okay. Very cool. The day before Father's Day sale. That's what it is. A day before It's Father's Day already? Dang. It's wild. The day before Father's Day sale at Squidco. Go and buy some stuff for show. Thanks. Let's see. Lost enough to get. Oh, there you go. That's cool. I can become an official AARP member this Friday. Oh, that's awesome. Judge, you're funny. I was doing the company I work for requires me to do like training, like sexual harassment training, you know, so I can learn how to sexually harass people better. And part of the training is discrimination based on age, right? And I didn't know. I mean, I've done this training a bunch of times, but I didn't remember this part. But did you know that California has a law has a law against discriminating based on age if you're older than 40 years old. So that law applies to me. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? That somebody would discriminate on somebody because they're 40 years or older, or even at 40 years. He seems pretty young to me, right? Anyway, I feel young. But yeah, you reminded me of that when you said that. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. What else? I know. Sorry, guys. There's no fishing report today, by the way. I'm just kind of talking and catching up with you guys. It's been a long time. What about when you call you're an employee? Oh my gosh, Judge. You scared me, dude. Oh. Judge is like, report it to HR. And he's like, I am the HR department. I was mortified. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. If you guys don't know the story, one time I went over to Ramona Automotive to help him do some network cabling, right? And I showed up with my little box of cable. I was gonna do some network runs, and the judge introduces me to his employee, what was his name, Judge? If you want to say it, he announced, he's like, hey Roman, I want you to meet one of my best employees or something, or one of my favorite employees. And I'm like, oh cool. And so I walk over there and like, oh Esau, okay, Esau, and he's like, hey, this is Esau, and I'm like, cool, nice to meet you. And as I'm shaking his hand, he says, my midget, and I was like, I didn't know what I didn't laugh. I didn't know what to do. This is before we went to midget wrestling, right? So I was like so blown away. I was like, oh my God. Oh, you can't say that kind of stuff. And I just kind of played it off. I was like, I didn't laugh. And I was like, while I was shaking the guy's hand, I was like, oh, don't worry, I'm short too. Right? But it was like one of the most awkward interactions I had last year. Or was it last year? Was it last year, Judge? I think I blocked that when it happened. It seems like so fresh in my mind still. The timing was perfect too. It was like, oh my God. So anyway, that kind of stuff wouldn't fly where I work. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you want to stream your fishing outings, you should do it, dude. I think I'm a big supporter of anybody making content. If you have it in your heart and you feel like that's what you want to do, just do it. Okay? And don't worry about what people tell you. Don't worry about if somebody says, oh, you're fishing wrong. Oh, you're holding a reel wrong. If you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself and some people like what you're doing, just double down on that, you know? Like, people used to give me so much poop about lipping fish with my sleeve, right? That was such it drove some people absolutely crazy, dude. Like crazy, right? That I would sometimes take my long sleeve shirt, drape it over my thumb, and lip the fish that way, so it wouldn't get cut. When I was starting out, and like, yeah, it just bothered some people a lot. But I didn't care, you know. Figured whatever, get a little controversy about that, it might even help, right? So I coined the phrase shirt lipping. Right? Just do what you want to do. I mean, as long as you're not hurting the fish, right? Don't go crazy. Don't do random stuff, right? But like, you know, like I like on my streams, I choose not to curse. Maybe you want to curse on yours, whatever. It's up to you. But the idea is that if it's something that's in your heart, that's something that you want to do, and you have the time to do it, just try it. You know, it might not be initially. It might not be too polished, too highly produced, right? The quality might not be the greatest thing. You might feel awkward talking to the camera, right? But you got to start somewhere, right? And if you get started, you're gonna get better and better the more you do it, and then consciously try to figure out how you can improve your production, how you can improve the way you present, the way you speak, And the one thing I would recommend to you the most if you start streaming or making videos is that your audio is on point. Especially if you're going to be streaming from the water, you'll be in the 50% up range if you could just take care of that wind noise. Okay, so get a windscreen. It's called a dead cat, or a windscreen. It's like a fuzzy ball that goes over your mic so that the wind isn't going like the whole time, right? But that alone will set you apart from the herd. Okay. But yeah, so good luck if you do it. If you start streaming or if you start posting videos, let me know. We'll show you guys here on the show. Speaking of posting videos and doing the work to get out there and just post, I want to make sure you guys let me see if I can find the link for him real quick. Okay, let me see here. Here it is. Look, get this here. Pause. Copy the link. Okay. Jordan, if you guys don't remember Fishing with Uncle Dan, Jordan's been kind of like not posting for a long time. And he reached out to me recently. He's going to start posting again, so that's great. He's fishing. He's making fishing content, like fishing the bays. And I think he has a little boat set up, like a little, I forget what it's called. Anyway, cool dude, awesome personality, and he loves fishing. So, I mean, it's about sharing the fish stoke, right? If you guys don't follow him already, or haven't subscribed to his channel already, I'm going to put his link here in the chat. That's Fishing with Uncle Dan. Jordan, great angler, super cool dude. And again, I think he's super approachable, and if you see him out there, wave, and he'll probably take the time to answer some fishing questions for you if you have fishing questions for him. So very cool dude. Make sure if you're not subscribed to him already, you guys subscribe to him. He's a very good angler, and also been here in San Diego fishing for a really long time. Okay, very cool dude. All right, so anything else? Do we have any other announcements we need to take care of? All right, moving on. So, it's summertime. My kids have officially on summer break. And last week, we was it on? Yeah, last Thursday was our last day of school. And so Friday, I took the day off. I was like, I'm taking the day off. I'm going to go hang out with my boys. We went to La Jolla Shores, and we found some boogie boards that my wife had bought from Costco like 2 years ago. They're in my garage. And I'm like, what are these? Why are these sitting here and they're still wrapped? So day one, we went and we had these like cheap styrofoam ones, boogie boards, body boards, or whatever you want to call them. We had these cheap ones that you buy like at the pretty much on the beach, right? And we broke one, and so we're like, but still we got a little bit of the feeling for catching waves, right? And for catching sweet I tell them catching tasty waves. so we're getting excited about it. They have the little wetsuits on, and they're having a good time. They're not quite catching the waves yet, but they're kind of they're making the effort. They're in the water. They're playing. It's fine. And my older one, he actually catches a wave on this little cheap board, and so he gets a little bit of a. It's like, oh, okay. So you get, once a wave catches you, speed up, and you kind of just get thrown forward. And I mean, we're just surfing foam. We're nothing crazy. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so after that session, red tide. The water was dirty, red tide, and visibility was terrible. You're standing in the water, you couldn't see what's under you, but we're in there still, just having some fun. And so we ended the session and we came home and we started watching videos on bodyboarding and what you're supposed to do. And the first thing they say is like, oh, don't use the cheap styrofoam boards because they're going to break and you get hurt. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we get rid of those boards. and that's when we dug up the ones that my wife had bought from Costco like a couple years ago. So we take off the plastic, we put on the leashes, and we're ready for tomorrow, for the next day. So we go back to the beach on Saturday, boom. And it's amazing how the water changed so fast, because the next day, the water was super clear. I could see like the floor. I was in about 4 to 5 feet about 4 feet of water. Yeah, about 3 feet of water. And I could see the floor clearly. I could even look down and to the side, and I could see stingrays, and I could see like a bunch of stuff swimming around. I saw corvina like getting washed up and trying to eat the little sand crabs. Zach Riggs in the house. What up? Hey Zach, I'm ready, bro. Let's go. I'm ready. I've been doing class for the past couple weeks. Also, Zach, if you're into boogie boarding, we got into boogie boarding with the family, so I think you guys would enjoy that if you guys want to come out with us. Anyway, so that day on Saturday, we're out there, and these boards are big relative to my kids' sizes, so they're catching waves now. Right? They're not waves, but they're catching foam. Okay, so they're catching foam, and they're going fast, and like now they're loving it, right? And now it's like, all right, now like I'm like, hey guys, want to go catch some tasty waves? And they're like, yeah. They start getting dressed and get their stuff. I was, I'm a little heavy, so the default boards can't keep my weight up. And I was still kind of struggling. I was kind of still doing it anyway, just to be in the water with them. I pulled out my wetsuit from like 2000. I don't know, 2002, 2003. I don't know when I bought this wetsuit. It was when I was like 21 years old, 22 years old. I bought this. So it's got to be at least 20 years old, this wetsuit. But it still works. It's like a surf suit. And so I'm out there with them. And I have La Jolla. We're going to La Jolla Shores. It's easier. We have there's showers there and stuff. But eventually, once we get our skill set up, we're gonna start going to like the good spots with better waves. But for now, we're just kind of like getting used to being in the water, playing in the surf. Anyway, so the second day, when the water was very visible and clear, I kept telling my kids, make sure you shuffle your feet, so that if there's stingrays in front of you, they get out of the way so you don't step on them, right? Don't step like this. Kind of like drag your feet like this and shuffle, and that way you're not stepping on something. And if you bump something, they have time to get out of the way and move. I'm going to bring it back to fishing, guys. I'm going to bring it back to fishing, okay? And they're like, okay, cool. And then, so they're somehow okay with stingrays being around there. And they start seeing little fish like this, little fry. Just like little fish, like in little schools of like 20, 30. They're like, oh, fish. I'm like, that's cool. And I open my big mouth. I tell my older kid, I was like, yeah, those are some nice little fish, but have you seen the bigger ones? Like about this big. They're called corbinas. He's like, what? There's fish that big? I was like, yeah. He just got out of the water. He's like, I'm out. He's like, I'm out. You didn't tell me there's going to be fish in here. And he was done. He was done for the day. And I couldn't convince him to go back in the water because he saw actual fish. And I was like, dude, it's the ocean. What do you expect? But the next day, we went back in, and he invited one of his friends. So he went out again, and he's back in it. He's back in it. Once he caught a couple of tasty waves, he forgot all about the other fish. Now, the one thing I didn't tell him was that on the last time we went, there was just like a little boy, must have been like 8 years old, wearing nothing but some board shorts, like jumping up and down, in about 3 or 4 feet, like about 4 feet of water. We're in there. The waves are crashing, kind of between me and him. He was jumping over the waves, and the waves are crashing, kind of where we were trying to catch them. My kids caught this wave. So I see the wave coming. I see the little boy jump over the wave. The wave gets to us. I think it's too small to carry me, so I don't jump on it, but my kids jump on it, and they're out. And the wave, as soon as the wave passes me, I see this dark figure in the water coming at me, right? And veer off and just go straight to this kid that was a little bit deeper. It just went straight for him. And like as it passed me and veered off to go toward this kid, I could clearly see that it was like a leopard shark. It must have been like 7 feet. And it just beelined it for the kid, like it was gonna do something to him, right? And for that instance, I was like, dude, I was like, I kind of second guessed myself because I know that leopard sharks don't attack people, right? But in that instance, the way it turned and went right to the kid, I thought to myself, shoot, is this thing gonna attack him? And right as I thought that, it got to where the boy was. I realized it was like a human maybe, or realized it was a person, and it just like bolted a different way. But that to say that there's so much activity in the surf, guys. There's even when the waves are crashing and there's like the water just kind of goes out to shore. I'm sorry, goes out to the beach. It could be like, I don't know, like 6 inches of water, a foot of water between like where the next wave crashes and how the water's like spread around. And in that area, man, I was seeing like groups of maybe 8, 10 like Corbina, like just like in groups swimming around in the shallow. It's super shallow. Like when the wave crashes, it's almost like they swim out to catch the little sand crabs before they have a chance to dig themselves, right? I was seeing like in some cases they weren't getting stuck, but they were getting so shallow that their fins were coming out as they're trying to get back into the deeper water. So so it makes you want to shore fish. Yeah, that's an MPA. Yeah, I know, Dave, it's an MPA, but I'm sure it's similar. You know? Yeah, waves digging up the food. Yeah, Arnie, that makes sense. Yeah. I hated big fish when I was young, especially sharks. Yeah, I'm like, don't worry, guys. The fish and the sharks and the yeah. And I was when my kids like, there's fish in here. I was like, yeah, there's fish in here. There's lobsters. There's clams. There's bass. There's surf perch. There's shovel nose sharks. There's guitar fish. I started listing all stuff that was in there. He's like, nah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it was super fun. So, since it's summer and my boys are into boogie boarding or bodyboarding, however you want to call it, I'm not gonna do the 1,000 fish challenge, guys. I don't want to take the time away from my kids to do that, especially right now that they're at this age, and something as simple as boogie boarding is so fun for them, right? So on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we're not doing jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna go boogie board them with them, right? Or do something with them, especially right now during the summertime, right? Because my pops never had the opportunity to do these kind of things with me because he was always working, right? And if I'm fortunate enough to have the free time to do this, I'm gonna spend it with my boys. So I know it sucks, and I sorry to drop it on you guys like that, but yeah, maybe I'll do the 1,000 fish challenge next year and try to get it done before summer, because I didn't realize how fun it was gonna be to hang out with my boys. They're hardier, they're stronger, they're swim capable, so there's a lot of water activities that I want them to learn, and I want them to learn those water activities from me. If you would have said sharks, I kind of would have never got it. Take your kids out, Roman. Someday they realize how important it is. Dude, I'm telling you, the time when we're waiting for a set of waves to come, right? It's so cool. They ask me crazy, like, cool questions, right? And there's no distractions. There's no internet. There's no video games. There's no phone. I'm not on my phone, right? Myself, I'm not distracted. I'm just there, right? In the moment with them, trying to catch the wave, trying to analyze the surf. But at the same time, you know, it's funny. We say funny things, and we have funny sayings, you know, like whatever. It's just cool. It's a cool experience. It's a cool experience to have that with another person, like your friend. But I think it's just like it adds another level to it to have that experience with your kids. So I want to have as many of those moments as I can while I can, and while they're young and they still think I'm cool. Captain Dad says, I have a soft surfboard I can loan you. Oh, awesome. No, we're sticking to boogie boarding only right now. We're sticking to boogie boarding only right now because it's easy to get into, it's approachable, and I don't have to worry about them whacking somebody with a surfboard. Yeah, Arnie says, enjoy the time, Roman, before you know they're chasing. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Arnie. Woo. I'm 22 now. There's nothing I'd rather do than go fishing with my pops. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so I know a lot of you guys in the chat are in the same kind of age group as me, with kids around the same age. So whenever you guys want to join, hit me up. I'm mostly going there. Right now, we're doing it almost 3 or 4 days a week so far. Okay, it's a fresh hobby. We're all into it, and nobody ever says no to some tasty waves. So if you want to catch tasty waves with us, Zach, Dario, we have extra boards now because I've upgraded. I got myself a board. I got myself a nice little boogie board, and that's my jam right now, guys. So funny. Anyway, that said, that is what up, Javi? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. Maybe you can watch the replay. All right, let's wrap this show up. Thanks again for tuning in and listening to me ramble about, life, fishing, and the pursuit of happiness. Oh, Rich, I got some fins today. I bought fins today for the whole family. Okay, Dario, get your kid a wetsuit. We might actually have a wetsuit he can have, because my kids outgrew it. Your kid's pretty big, actually. Anyway, you're tall. Your kid's tall. We might have wetsuits that you can borrow. Hit me up. And again, even if you're a grown up, if you're my age and you want to go boogie board, we're bringing boogie boarding back. If you want to go with me, hit me up in Discord. I'll let you know where we're at, and you can join us. I have a board you can try. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun to be out there chilling with the fam, with the friends, and yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. All right, so that's pretty much the show. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fishy Hour, and we'll let the music play for a little bit. Drink a little soda. Shout outs, Captain Dan. I'll see you tomorrow. Richie Rich in the house. Dario in the house. Javi in the house. Oh, what's up, Corey? Good to see you. Corey King in the house. I got Zach Riggs. Oh, very nice. This is what makes this group special. Oh, thanks, Arnie. Man, I can't wait for the award ceremony. It's gonna be so sick. So good. So good. So yeah, shout out to Dave Rage. Shout out to It's. Let's see, let's go up a little bit, scroll up. Shout out to Mr. Carl Black in the house, Leonard, and Salty Dangler. Thanks for helping me mod today. Shout out to Roy. What up, Roy? Down SD. I already got Dave Rage. LC in the house. Thanks for tuning in today. And that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Hopefully Brian will be back. But until then, remember, may the bite be with you. Later, guys.